I hope you enjoy.
Ugh, my head. Never seen atmospheric interference cause a ship to crash before. Wait, where is my ship? All the way over there? Guess I must have been thrown from it during the crash. This new shielding tech is impressive stuff. Can't believe I came out of that in one piece. Command, this is Alicia reporting in. Command, do you copy? Communicator must be busted. Maybe something in the ship is salvageable. Worth checking at least. Yeesh! Any more close calls and I'll start to feel like the universe is out to get me. My gear is toast, but this should make for a pretty decent weapon in a pinch. Silver linings. Might as well start looking around. Command needs a status report, and they won't be sending more ships down here anytime soon. After what happened to mine. Ah, shit, a security door? Guess I should have expected they would have these set up. Any military-made weapon should be able to open these. Let's hope I can find one nearby. Ah, perfect. A military blaster. Wonder how it got here. Not about to turn down a stroke of luck, though. Now I can get through those security doors. Oh, good. I was getting a bit worried there wouldn't be any friendly faces left. Glad to see I was wrong. What's going on here, soldier? My ship lost control as I entered atmosphere and... Whoa! So much for a warm reception.
Whew, thank God you showed up. He was about to... Whoa, hold on! I'm friendly, I swear!
You better start talking then. What the hell is going on here? I'm sure you were expecting backup, so why did the soldier attack me? Isn't he supposed to be one of us?
It's a bit of a long story. Look, can you stop pointing that thing at me? I'm not even armed. I'll explain everything.
Fine, but keep your distance. And don't try anything funny.
Phew, thanks. The soldier you just took down was one of ours. Emphasis on the was. I don't really have a head for this kind of stuff, but from what the scientists told me, something about this planet's atmosphere messes with your mind. Makes you go all sorts of crazy.
Something like the virus, then. That bodes well for finding a cure.
Yeah, you'd think that, but when most of your team starts trying to...
Excuse me?
I should have phrased that more delicately, I think. Point is, our people started going feral with lust. It came out of nowhere, and most our tech was destroyed in the fights with them. That's when we lost contact with Earth, and presumably, it's why you're here now. Like you said, it seems to be a lot like a virus, only way more intense. I don't really have a better explanation for you, sorry. I'm a soldier, not a scientist.
Ugh, I can't say I entirely believe you, but it makes sense in a twisted way. So, what's the situation right now, then? I don't see anyone else here. Are you the only one left?
We used to have a pretty big team, but right now it's down to just me and a scientist named Birch. Come to think of it, he should be back by now.
This is the part where you asked me to go out and find him, right? Why didn't you go with him in the first place?
I wanted to, but he insisted on me staying behind. We have air filtration here at the camp, so it's the only place we're safe from the atmospheric effects. A lot of good I did. Couldn't even stop one soldier. I'm worried though. Birch is a genius, but he's even less of a fighter than I am, and I don't think we can figure this out without him. If you're willing to look for him, he should be somewhere deeper in the caves just ahead.
Fair enough, then. I'll see if I can find him.
Before you head out, take this. Your hairband is a mod strap, right? This is a communications chip. Slot it in there, and it'll let us keep in contact while you're gone.
I don't suppose this thing is strong enough to let me contact my team. My communicator was busted when my ship crashed on entry.
Unfortunately not. It's local only. Wait, your ship crashed? I guess that explains the quake I felt earlier. Seems like it shook the whole dang planet. I'll hold down the fort here, but feel free to talk to me if you need anything. And hey, thanks again for the save.
Alicia. And you're welcome. Ah, shit! You neglected to mention even the weeds here are painful.
Sorry about that. We call those thorn weeds, a little pricks. They're not too bad on their own, but they grow basically everywhere, at least in the caves, so keep an eye out.
Fantastic. So, the planet makes everything horny, huh? Not sure if I believe that one. What is that thing? A slime creature? Huh, I guess it is an alien planet after all. I wonder what that thing would feel like. What the hell am I thinking? Jeez. Maybe he wasn't messing with me after all. I feel kinda hazy.
Open fire! Open fire!
Hello?
Yes, what is it? Can't you see I'm busy here?
Nice to meet you too. I'm guessing you're Birch.
Oh, my apologies. I'm afraid I tend to get a bit over-focused when I'm working. Who are you exactly?
Name's Alicia. I'm a scout, part of the rescue team sent from Earth. My ship crashed on entry, though, and my long-range communicator was destroyed. So I don't think they'll be sending anyone else for a while.
It's comforting to know the military finally decided to send us reinforcements. Though the old saying, too little, too late, springs to mind. In any case, what can I help you with? You have an interest in science too, do you? Come, Look at this. I was working on fixing this telepath here. We placed them all over the planet, but most of them were disabled a while ago. I would blame our infected soldiers, but none of them seem to have been destroyed, just deactivated. It's rather strange, really. In any case here, see this button at the bottom? As long as the hardware itself is undamaged, all one must do is press it in to reset the system and voila, instant teleportation between paths.
That's pretty incredible, actually. I haven't seen anything like this back on Earth. Did you invent it?
In part, yes, though it was a collaborative effort between myself and many other scientists. Its usage here on SX-69 is the first real field test, and it's been an overwhelming success. We've only had one documented instance of dismemberment, and it wasn't even fatal.
Is that supposed to make me feel safe, or,
Not to worry, the system is perfectly harmless so long as you don't move too much during the process. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times, yes?
I'm not a scientist, so the details are a little hazy for me. Can you explain what exactly the virus is?
Certainly. As you know, at this stage, all of humanity is infected with this virus. Its primary effect is a mercifully slow degradation in brain function, mostly targeting the parts that handle critical thinking. Because the process is so slow, we're not at risk of dying off just yet, but it's only a matter of time. And the longer we take, the less brain power we'll have left solid. It's quite the conundrum.
What about the planet's atmosphere, then? It seems like the effects are kind of similar.
It is refreshing to speak with someone who's so quick on the intake. That was my first thought as well. You've heard of the planet's effect on libido, yes? There are no documented cases of this happening on Earth, but even here with direct exposure to the planet's atmosphere, we didn't start seeing it until months into our research. I theorize that this is simply the next step in the virus. With our mental faculties impaired, we will slowly return to a primitive state, where animal instincts, such as the desire to procreate, guide us above all else. If I'm correct, and my research so far seems to point that way, then the virus must have originated from this planet. It's not a stretch to think there must be a way to cure the virus here as well. I can only hope that we find it before it's too late.
So, Birch, tell me about yourself.
Now, what is there to tell? I'm a scientist from Earth sent to an alien planet to try and cure a virus threatening our very existence. I don't have time for pointless chatter. I apologize. I know you mean well with your questions. My mind excels in many things, but interpersonal skills are not one of them. Solving an equation is a process with a clear and definable answer, while navigating relationships is not.
Your friend is waiting for you back at camp, by the way. He asked me to find you when we met.
Friend? No, I don't have any of those. Must be looking for someone else. Unless you're talking about Rodriguez. Yes, that would make sense. He's been quite reluctant to lead me to my research as of late. I could see him referring to us as friends.
So that's his name. I take it you're not a fan?
He's a fine co-worker, quite skilled with technology. I simply don't have time for contemporary friendships. Too much work to be done, yes?
Well, friend or not, he seemed pretty worried. Might be good to head back and check up on him.
He was always one to worry over nothing. Well, I better get back then. Though I suppose thanks are in order for finding me.
You've got an interesting concept of what makes for a good thank you.